There we go. Okay, so we're back and we're doing better now. I had it on the kids can view it thing, so I guess no, it doesn't let you um sorry guys. I miss you too, German. I guess it doesn't let you put the chat when it's on kids stuff, kids mode. So I was talking about, like, I don't know if you guys were in the last chat, but I was like, I had no idea. Like, I was like, people are probably like, what the fuck are you talking about, Flo? Are you okay? It's like, yeah, I'm okay, dude. I'm okay. The ladybug, Eliza. So, okay. So this is the most interesting thing because I usually do not like when I don't know how to express myself, when I don't know what to say, I really just will not, you know what I mean? You message me on all the apps. I'm sorry. I usually don't come on and be like, oh, this is blah, 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 and that's blah, blah. I just honestly I stay quiet. Like I just stay home and I stay quiet. But I've been in such guys, I'm in such an isolation. I don't think you understand the isolation that I'm experiencing right now. It's actually like really like it's getting to the point where I'm like, what's crazy here? I'm gonna tell you, like, because I'm always like, I have faith. I know things are gonna go great. It's always gonna be great, and everything's gonna be awesome, and everything's gonna work out. And I know that right now we're all kind of like in isolation and stagnation mode for a reason, because we're being like prepared for what's coming next. It's hard being a hard bitch. I feel you. Yeah, we're like prepared for what's coming next. I can't stand you. And isolation is always like one of the steps that we go through when it's time to hi you guys, love and light to you guys. I'm happy you're here. So I was saying in the last one with the spirit guides, sometimes I just get really confused with them and I just don't know like where they're at. I do always hear them like communicating with me, trying to tell me like this is what you need to do next. This is what you need to do next. And then like me getting kind of like upset at myself because sometimes when the intuition comes in, I get kind of like confused. And another thing, this fucking eating shit that I'm doing, like I'm trying to do the steps that I learned with the like when you're eating, instead of stopping, observe it and see why you're doing it, see how you feel while you're doing it. Or the cigarettes, you know what I'm saying? Like I try to observe like how do I feel when I smoke a cigarette? What is it? And I'm trying like so fucking hard. It's like crazy, but I noticed something. The more I tell myself I'm gonna fast today, I'm gonna fast today, I'm not gonna eat today, the more I stuff my face like a fucking pig, and I don't understand it. And I'm not happy with my body. Like I honestly, you guys don't understand. Like I play it like here's the thing, I'm confident, I love myself. Yeah, frustrating, but I feel like spirit wants me resting or staying home for some reason. Exactly. And that could be very frustrating, right? Might not even leave home after I'm clear. Listen, the funny thing is, yeah, big isolation with me. It's a process right now. I feel like everybody's shedding, and that's why I feel like I got like sick too. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like almost like because I was ready. I was like, I'm gonna do this live and this and spirit was like, hold on, wait a minute. And I'm like, what? It's like I've been sitting at home being lazy, and they're trying to like explain to me that's not being lazy. But then I'm like, yeah, but I'm being lazy. Like I'm not doing anything. Like, and I was about to start like creating my music. Then my throat got all stuck, like stuck. I don't understand what's going on. And I'm with you right now. And the first time in a long time, I don't know what's going on. But I do know one thing though, bitches, they come, they go, Saturday through Sunday, Monday through Sunday, yo. You know what I'm saying? I do know one thing though, bitches, they come, they go. But what I'm feeling the most here is discipline is very hard, Brie. And I know that I was 100% like a ninja type of warrior or something in the past where I did like Buddhist monk stuff. I know it because I always watch like ninja movies and I'm like, yo, I definitely trained really fucking hard in a past life, like really hard. And I know I've starved in a past life. I know that for a fact because I've seen a dream of me waiting online for food. Like we were all waiting online. We were in like a boardwalk and we were starving. And it's like, so I feel like that's where it comes together. It comes together with that. I feel like the food probably for me comes because all my life, I remember, let me share something with you guys. I remember being like 16 and because my family would call me fat and shit and like, oh, you're so fat, stop eating. I would hide food. Has anybody ever done that? Like anybody like, got to that point when you were a teenager or you were heavy, you would hide food because you were ashamed to eat in front of everybody. Like I've done that before. I remember doing that when I was younger. And with my daughter, I noticed the same patterns with her with the food. She just like she has to eat like, and it's funny because she's a cancer, and I know cancer people love food. Like I know most of my cancer friends love to go out to eat. That's like one of their pastimes. Like they love to try new foods, and it's like to them, like if food is good, they like make love to food. So Eliana is one of those, like she loves it. But I told her, like, when we move into this new place, you did that? Starve? I don't understand either. Every day I ask spirit to help me. So confused. Yeah, it's so confusing because it's like, here's the thing though. I tried to get stuff done around the house, but my energy is so low and I'm not even sick. I'm blaming Venus or Mercury retrograde. I've stopped drinking before that. I was able to hang with people who drink. Then I started again and have to discipline myself again. I'm going to Disneyland in August. Yay, Kayla. I feel like I've been emotional. Me too, Casey. Yes, or being called skinny your whole life. I would cut meals down. Wow, really? Yeah, I know. And it's interesting because here's the thing. PS says it's so frustrating. I ask spirits to help me. I'm so confused. But here's the thing. That's one of the things I've learned. There were times when I'm like, why aren't you helping me? With like to my spirit guides, like when you see me in my dream state, for instance, and I'm traveling to all these dimensions that are not cool, that are I don't want to be in, why aren't you helping me? But it could possibly be that they're allowing the energy to flow. No, but there is, look, I guess maybe my ego came in. It's linked to recovery as well. Addicts gain weight when they stop using, but really it's an impulse. Anything you do it at a 10. Eliza, you bitch. You fucking bitch. Again, that's another thing. I do not listen. I went from a person who would go out on the weekends, drink, do drugs, do some cocaine, pop some Adderalls, pop a perk, do this and party and all that, to a person who just doesn't do any of that. And then sometimes I feel like when I smoke my cigarettes or I eat my food, it's like almost like a blanket, a baby blanket, still holding on to some kind of like something. And it is an addiction thing, because for real, when in the beginning when I first like got clean, like completely clean, I remember like, oh, it wasn't the drugs that I wasn't a drug addict. I'm just an addict, period. Like I take things to the next level. Like, you know what I'm saying? With food, right? With food, I'll be full and I'll keep eating. I don't know if anybody else does that, but it's really like, I hate the fact that I'm admitting this out loud might actually help me. But I used to eat at least after my family because I didn't want anyone to watch me eat because I was chubby for the longest. Then I got told stuff from fam for being underweight. Even then when I got skinny, people were like, you're too skinny. And then I got fat. Everybody's like, you're fat. Like, I was like, okay, so wait, what do I be? You know what I'm saying? What do I be? And it's weird because, oh, maybe that's why I'm overeating, been trying to quit smoking. That too. Yeah, that too. I got to watch what and how I eat because I don't move around like I used to. This is what I'm saying. And people think because you're skinny and you don't, and you're skinny, if you eat a lot and you're skinny, like you still mad lazy and lethargic. You know what I'm saying? I stopped drinking soda. It's been hard. I had to put a stop to it before the surgery. Fuck soda. Don't even put soda in your body no more. I'm reading shit about like they're putting baby fetuses in certain things. Like now, why don't I kind of don't believe that? But even with white bread, like I saw this thing where somebody said they use like human stuff. Oh, I can't. I'm like grossed out by eating anything. And at the end of the day, like sometimes I'm like, bro, like there's so many like people, like health conscious people, eaters, like meat is bad and blah blah. And but I'm not gonna lie to you, ever since I stopped eating meat, I always feel like something's missing from my meal. But I don't want to eat meat. I don't like it and I don't want to eat meat. I've had turkey here and there, and I still like after I eat it, I just don't feel good. You know what I'm saying? My friend makes fun of my vampire friend Don. Huh, it's okay. People make fun of each other all the time. Who gives a flying fuck what they say? I used to sweat everything out. Yep. When I was 17, I did a Coke diet, literally 2 bags, and the lines on my stomach was showing. You did a cocaine diet? I've heard of people doing that. I did an Adderall diet before. I did a Coke diet and literally 2 bags, and the lines on my stomach were showing. Were you saying about dreams before, Flo? I've been having crazy dreams. I'm sure there are messages, but I can't decipher what they're trying to tell me. My dream state is wild. You gotta understand something. Like I'll have the craziest. Like listen, so I'll have dreams like this. Like for instance, I had a dream. I was in New York City and everybody was underwater and I was on top of the Statue of Liberty and I was like, oh my God. And then Spirit was like, see, it wasn't that bad. And I'm like, are so wait, is this a past life? Is this what's happening? Please tell me if it's a few. And then I'll sit and I'll be like, was that a prophetic dream? And I'll hear no, and then I'll see all of this shit about hurricane in New York could take out the whole. I'm like, oh God, what is happening? And it's confusing. The other day I had a fucking dream that I was like, I was walking with a bunch of people and we looked up and there was these like white things coming out of the sky. And then there was all these spaceships and then a blue plane just came crashing down. And I was like, we gotta go now. And we all started running. And I couldn't fucking understand. Like, what are you trying to tell me? So, and then I heard like you're looking at what was going on this whole time. And then I heard like it was the Galactic War that's been going on this whole time. Yeah. So here's the thing about dream books. I love them because if you understand spirit animals and you understand symbolism, like for instance, for me, I'll have dreams that will basically tell me everything in certain ways. Like I'll see a flower or a bird or an animal. Always in my dream, if there's something going on, I will always see like a bird, an animal, something like that, just to like show me that it means something like that. Yeah, I have apocalyptic dreams a lot. I've had a couple of dreams where I was floating. I've had like tornado dreams a lot. But then you look at these meanings, water is emotion, tornadoes are, arguments and fights, hurricanes, there's always different types, but like sometimes don't you just wish they could just be like, hey, this is a prophetic dream, tell everybody. But like even if you turn around and was like, hey, you guys, everybody in New York, you're gonna die tomorrow. Nobody's gonna listen to you anyway. They ain't going nowhere. Nobody's leaving their house. They don't care. I dream of the actor from Full House that passed, Bob Saget. That was also way before he passed away. Wait, Bree, have you experienced something with like child inappropriate behavior as a child? Because he's known to like have been inappropriate with children a lot. Oh my God, I love animals. My spirit animal is crow, dove, and a butterfly. Crow, dove, and a butterfly. Oh, those are crows. So Kayla, crow is an intuitive, creative person, somebody who's in tune with the underworld and connected to spirit in a different way. The dove represents purity and messages of new beginnings, and the butterfly is transformation. Literally like 9 months, I kept having dogs show up in my dreams. I tried Googling, but no idea. Well, dogs are loyalty, best friends, but they could also be like an enemy. Somebody, like if you think of a dog that you don't know, they could attack you, but they're known as loyal best friends. Those who are I had dreams about dogs too, but they weren't good. I heard if you dream of a celebrity, something about their life is connected to you. So Casey, it doesn't matter. Let me explain. Yeah, you didn't know this about Bob Saget. Yeah, even the what you call it twins talked about him being like inappropriate with them, and like he was inappropriate. This just something is so weird because that sucks because I looked up to him so much when I was little. I used to be like, oh my God, he's such a good dad in the show. Um, so anytime we have dreams, I already know this to be true. Anytime we have dreams of people, anyone, it could be anyone, and they constantly show up in your dream, they constantly show up in your dream, something about that person or celebrity, it's like it's like a mirror of you, or you see yourself in this person, and there's something that that person is teaching you about it, about themselves, about yourself. Mine is crows, owls, eagles, and red fox. So I love the hawk. The hawk always like comes to me, and the phoenix is beautiful to me too. And also, I would have to say the Black Panther would be like my spirit, who I like see myself as, like this like very like like dark black like cat type of figure, and I'm just like so regal, and I'm so like beautiful, and I don't know, like that. That's how I see myself. Yeah, you were abused as a child, Brie. You see what I'm saying? So you're seeing him as he's okay. Let's look at this dream, right, Brie? You're seeing Bob Saget, someone who you probably looked at like, oh, that's Bob Saget from Full House, yay! And he's coming in your dream, and you feel comfortable with him being in your dream, and it's almost like as if your child abuser is kind of like using a a doppelganger, or a person to kind of like maybe help you heal from these childhood wounds, something that you need to look into that you haven't faced head on. So Bob Saget being someone that you would look at and you would forgive if he was like, I'm sorry, right? Probably because you trusted him, and you have trust in him. So that's kind of like, oh, you see, Eliza, that's kind of like a message. Like you're kind of like being shown what you need to forgive and let go of, and it comes to you in a way like that, because oh, I gotta send you an animal speak book. I have, hold on, let me show you. Where is it? It's my book. Oh, be right here. You're talking about this? You're talking about this. This is one of my favorite books. It's called Animals Speak, and it's by Ted Andrews, and it's the spiritual and magical powers of creatures and great and small. One of the things, some twins are my mood. One of the things I love about this book is it taught me something about animals, like when I'm outside. And yeah, of course I have it. You know, where when you're outside, if you want to know, like if you're on the right path, maybe ask the spirit animal to like fly on your right side, or if not, your left side. I remember so many times my nipple is super itchy, bro. It's like somebody's thinking about having sex with me right now. That's what I always said. I remember being is it hard to find your twin doppelganger? I mean, it's hard. I mean, like we all have somebody who looks like us, right? Somewhere around the world. But I remember this girl coming up to me. People are weird though. They think people look like you and they don't. A couple of people would send me pictures of people and be like, she looks just like you. And I would see the picture, I'd be like, no, fuck, she doesn't. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, thanks for introducing this with that book. I bought that one. It's a good one. It's a really good book. Case Shantae. So let me tell you guys something real quick. I know, right? Yeah, let me tell you something real quick. Whenever I get like confused like this about my spirit guides and all that stuff, I think maybe like it's not them, it's me kind of energy. And then I don't do the things that I know I should be doing, and like and then I feel like they're mad at me, but they're not, obviously, because I remember doing some real fucked up shit and they were still there for me. They would still like, but here's the thing, I still don't know who they are. And then I was like, do we have, like, I started questioning, do we actually have like specific spirit guides? Like, is there some assigned to us? Or is there just a team of soul connections that we have with people from lives and past lives? That can I do a reading on Dracula sometime? What do you want to know about Dracula, Kayla? You know, Dracula was actually Vlad the Impaler. Okay, he actually, him and his family would wear a necklace that was represented for Dracul, which was a dragon cult type of thing, and they obviously believed in human sacrifice. And this is where I say that aliens ruled us, and they taught men how to do these sacrificial ritual. My nipple is so itchy. Sacrificial ritualistic things. What the fuck? All right, let's clear that. Sacrificial religious, like human sacrifice type of thing. So really, it's not somebody you want to, yeah, do the Dracula. Is really, I don't think it's somebody you want to get a reading on, or nor do I want to call in the energy of Dracula. Because remember, when you're doing these things, you're calling those energies to you. You know what I'm saying? So, Kayla, if there's something about Dracula, maybe, you never know. Maybe you were involved with a vampire in your past life, you know? Um, I always seem to look at vampires like they were attractive, like as if I was probably one myself one day, you know? But yeah, so I don't know. It's just there's a lot that I think about on a daily basis. And sometimes I do feel like I just can't, I don't listen, I don't want to stop thinking, because if I stop thinking, then what else is there? You know what I'm saying? Like, I love to think. I love to like question everything. I love to kind of like ask myself, what is this? And what is that? And what's this? And what's that? I never meet a real vampire in life. That's good that you did it, Kayla, because I'm pretty sure that they would turn you into one and you'd be not alive after that. You'd be alive, but you'd be dead alive. You'd be walking around for eternity. Like, nobody wants to do that. People want to live forever so bad, but what they don't realize is that if you live forever, that means you're just going to continuously watch everyone around you die. And you never get to like experience a new life. You have to be the same person. I mean, I'm sure you can evolve. You can find ways to evolve, but I wouldn't want that. I feel like that's like a heavy burden load to carry. That's one of my favorite movies ever is Interview with the Vampire, though. It's like one of my favorite movies ever. But when you think about that movie, it's kind of creepy, right? They have the little girl who's really an older woman, and she's in love with Louis, and it's just weird. It's just weird. So many movies in Hollywood film always represent like a little girl in love with the older man. Like, it's creepy. It's creepy. Like, it's just creepy. Some vampires are not evil. That's true. I mean, just like I don't know. There's good and bad in everything, and you're absolutely right. What? Bree said what? What's it mean to have various lesbian dreams from time to time when you're straight? Like, why? Well, you could have been a lesbian in your past life. Those could be past lives coming up. Or it could also be something that okay, so you're thinking about lesbian dreams, right? You're looking at it like lesbian dreams. How I would interpret that is it's almost like being with yourself, maybe like showing yourself more tenderness. When you think about lesbians, when they make love, it's more tender and loving, and they're more concerned with your feelings. They cater to your needs, and they're more selective with the people that they have sexual relations with, and it's very intimate, right? So maybe it's like a part of you that wants that kind of intimacy, maybe craves it, but you're kind of afraid to go into it. My third eye is like ticklish right here, or I don't know if it's my third eye or nose, but I feel ticklish right here. Like, maybe there's something that you crave. You have a crush on this vampire. His name is Don. I wonder if Lestat is real. No, Lestat's not a real. I'm sure they based it off of something that someone's experienced somewhere. When you watch movies, there had to be someone somewhere who either had a dream about it, they saw their past life in it, and when you think about a vampire, it's probably just a person who's just like occultistic. Like you have what's her name? The Blood Queen. Um what was her name? What was she? The Duchess of the Blood Queen. She would kill little children and like bathe in their blood. What was her name? Madam something. Countess Elizabeth Bathory. She would kill little kids and then like sleep in there. This movie was pretty good. I watched it. I mean, it wasn't the greatest, but it's called The Blood Queen. I watched it, and it was good. It was good, but it's like she was known. Who was the Blood Queen? Four of her servants were accused of torturing her, and four of her servants were accused of torturing and killing hundreds of girls and women between 1590 and 1610. Especially if someone was beautiful, she would take them and she would fucking, she would use their blood to like bathe in it because she thought it was keeping her younger. Yeah. So that there's people like that believe in things like that. Like if I bathe in the blood, it'll keep me younger. Then you have to think like, are these people humans? Are they really humans? Like people who like to murder people and people who like to like, sleep in blood or drink blood. You have to think somewhere deep down inside of your head, you have to understand they can't be fully human. There's something in their DNA that comes from, you don't know. There could be an alien race that likes to eat humans. Like they say reptilians like to do that, but you don't know. I can't, they say a reptilian eats humans and they're pieces of shit because I don't know them. And I just feel like we all have perceptions of each other. Reptilians might say we're pieces of shits, So everybody's got their own opinion of each other. I don't judge nobody anymore. But like I was saying about spirit guides, when it comes to like my dreams and spirit guides, I get really fucking confused when I'm on that shit. Like, I wonder at times if my dreams are my imagination or the past lives. Of course, 100% Brie. Some dreams are such past lives. Like, I've had some real emotionally tormenting past life dreams, but they were showing me like this. You've experienced all of this before. This is why you still sometimes. I was sitting in that energy like of fear and worry and I had a dream that I was like on a ship and they had all of these people stacked up in cages. Like we were in like these metal cages, but they were so small. We were stacked up on top of each other. And I was on the bottom and I was like, I can't breathe. And I must have died on that ship, just like that, you know what I'm saying? Like all those bodies on top of each other on these cages. And I must have suffocated to death, which is why I had a problem with I was so scared of like little places. Like whenever I would like go to a place and it's like, I remember when I got an MRI, I almost freaked out. I was like, it's too small in here. And he was like, it's open. I was like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. And I like jumped out, like I kicked, I jumped out. And I realized now I've gotten over that fear because I've learned how to breathe and stuff. But those past lives have always been connected to the things that we experience now in this lifetime. Always, always. I remember, I know for a fact I've been like murdered in my sleep or like either someone or like a husband or somebody like killed me because there was a point when I lived in my own place. I owned a gun. Like I didn't just own a gun. I don't own it now. Like now, if I do anything, it's licensed and legal. And we do have licensed guns in our homes, but we're also upstate New York and everybody has a license up here to have a gun. And I went to like a gun dealer in the streets and bought a gun. And this is not a no cap. I'm telling you, I went and bought a gun because I was so scared that somebody was going to come at night. And I slept with that gun under my pillow with the bullets like right in my hand, sleeping with fucking bullets with the gun there, just in case somebody want to try it. That's how scared I was. But those were, those were because of my past life stuff. It had nothing to do with like what was happening now. Hey, chat, can you guys explain to me why? Why what? Where do you get your beautiful tarot cards? Oh, I have so many, Kayla. Soon I'm gonna stop. I don't know if I'm gonna stop doing tarot card readings, but I feel like I'm just gonna like I'm transitioning to something else. And when I do, I would like to I want to donate all the cards, but I also want to sign them and like raise money for something. Like there's somebody, this girl that reached out for help for me. If I could like, get donations for the tarot cards, maybe I could send her the money and just send you guys the cards and whoever wants to buy them. I'm making my own tarot cards though. I'm creating my own tarot cards. I'm working on it. It's I have them already. I just need to do them. You only need 20 minutes of sun per day, Kayla. Also, I dream of things that happened to me as a kid through other bodies. Yeah, because Bree, it's easier for you to see. I have too. Same thing. I've seen it. Bree, me and you almost, I feel like the same thing. You have experienced child abuse in many lifetimes. I had a dream that I was child sex trafficked. I was in a neon room and men were coming in and out and having sex with me. I must have been about 10 or 11 years old, which is why I always had this terrible fear of my daughter letting her go anywhere or anything. I always didn't trust nobody like around her, none of that. And I would be afraid that if she went somewhere, someone was going to take her from me. I used to fear these things. And I had a dream once that my mother sold me to these gypsies so I could perform and I could sing and make them money. I've been sold by my mother in past lives. I've been sold to people randomly and they would walk up and pay money and sleep with me. It's yeah. Which is why I've always been so passionate about child sex trafficking and child abuse in any form. I'm always so passionate about it. And so it gets me angry almost because, well, now it doesn't, but it used to get me really angry, Times I'm afraid of, because I dream of dead a lot. My loved ones or random people. Yeah, I do too, Brie. So any word from spirit, how long this hibernation is going to last or what we should be doing while tired, stuck at home? Okay, Casey, I got you. Hold on. So the way spirit is always communicating with me about like the pandemic and all this like at home quarantine shit and all that, like they're always saying like be creative, don't just sit around and like, you don't have to like, they want us to be active and creative and try to take this time to create something that you've been holding off. This is your time to do whatever you need to do to create what you need to create. But as far as how long is this going to last, there's no answer for that. There is no answer for that. What I can say to you though is that like they've reached like a point where they're just it's how I feel is something is going to like be exposed. Like there'll be some kind of exposure or something that's going to come out that everybody's going to be like, and everybody's gonna be like, no, fuck this. And it's just like gonna be like a sudden change of exposure type of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to be direct. Yes. Some sun is better than none. I can't have too much sun. I get itchy. Never thought we have that much in common. Flow. That's crazy. Yeah. Well, you should think that we have that much in common. Most of the time when you're connected to a person who's doing any type of work spiritually, or even like bloggers or like content creators and stuff, sometimes when you're like watching them or you're connected to them, you're actually a lot like that person because we are connected to our soul tribe, and I think, I'm sorry guys, I think my nipples are very dry and they're getting on my last nerves. Like I have to put cream on them. Ugh, I hate that feeling. I'm getting a breast reduction as soon as I can. As soon as I can. I cannot wait to get this breast reduction. Like you guys do not understand. I'm so excited to do it. When I do it, I'm gonna feel like a new person. I'm gonna feel so light and comfortable. I cannot stand. I love me. I love my body, but these breasts, I just can't do it no more. I'm over it. I'm gonna try to sleep without and see. Without what? What's going on? I want to know. Without what? I hate when I don't know what's going on. I'm like the type who needs to see everything. I don't dream. And oh, you don't dream. Do you smoke weed, Pia? Do you smoke weed or take medication? If you smoke weed, you take medication, or you drink at all, I'm not saying that any of you do, but if you do, your dream state will not. You won't be having dreams because your brain needs to be like fully active. That's why I dream so much, because I don't do, what do I do? I smoke a couple of cigarettes here and there. I don't fucking do anything pretty much, like drinking at all. No, I don't drink. I haven't done drugs in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So I'll take your extra flow. No, Casey, you don't want them. Trust me. Trust me. I'm a 36G. I feel you. Wow. G? You're 36G, bro. I am, if I want a bra to fit me perfectly, I'm a 40 triple D. If I wanted to fit me perfectly, if I wanted to fit me like push up, really push up, I would say I'll put like a 42 double D. Because then like I don't know, the back gets tighter once the sizes get smaller. So a 40 double D. And if I want it to be like, but then boobs will be sticking out on top and it's very uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? When you stop smoking, them gonna be crazy. Them gonna be crazy the first week. I don't smoke a lot though, Eliza. Like right now, like I'll have like a pack, like I had a pack downstairs, and probably every 3, 4, or 5 hours, I was smoking a couple of pulls and then throwing it out. Not even smoking. I don't like cigarettes no more, but sometimes I do enjoy a cigarette here and there. Not gonna lie. It does feel kind of good. It's like a, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I don't, but one thing I don't want to do is excessively do something. I'll never forget my first, like, thought was my true love's mother. She used to smoke, but yeah, some milky ass hoes got all the milk. She used to smoke cigarettes, but she would smoke like 3 cigarettes a day. She would enjoy one in the morning, one after dinner, and maybe one before bed. That's it. That's it. She would have like 3 cigarettes, and she smoked that cigarette so slow, like she was really enjoying it. But that was it. And I was like, damn, that's the type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you could do everything in like really like sustainable moderation, I think you'd be good. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do with the food. Like, I'm Lori, are you getting the lap band surgery? I'm honestly like wondering if I should just do that, like really, and lose a lot of weight. And then like if I have like some, I shouldn't have that much skin or anything, but my breasts definitely are gonna need to be done. And whatever, because my stomach, my lower stomach from when I had my daughter, it kind of like hangs over. Like even when I was skinny, it would hang over a little bit because the way he cut my stomach, he did a bad job, and I would have to get that tightened by a doctor. I would have to. It's not, if I wanted to look like, the way I wanted to look, because it's not even about looks anymore for me. I always say like, fuck that, it's my comfort level. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm tired of like being uncomfortable. You know what's crazy? Here's the ironic thing: when you have big breasts and you're heavy, you do want to work out, but even when you do, it's like your titties are all up in the way. Last night I was dancing in my room and stuff, and it was great. But my boobs, they were just in the fucking way. And then I wear a sports bra and I feel like 2 little midgets are sitting on top of my chest. You guys don't get it. When I do this, like I lift my chest, oh, I sit up straight. It doesn't hurt to sit up straight. I feel light. And if I could just get all this stomach fat just cut off, you know what I'm saying? Just cut it all off. Like just cut it all off and just fucking like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I am. Casey. Okay, so let me just tell you guys. Mommy makeovers are expensive. I know, but when I have the money, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do it. I don't give a fuck, expensive or not, as long as I feel, good afterwards. So I'm gonna tell you guys, we are what the fuck is that? I like to know what the fuck that is, because wait, yeah, I don't see that. Like, what is that? Wait. Looks like a half of a face. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm retarded. Forget it. I'm an idiot. I'm slow. I need a reduction ASAP, and the FUPA for real, Pia. I feel you. I feel you. That's the fucking thing on my wall. I'm an idiot. Oh, what was I gonna say? Let me tell you. So we're moving out. We're trying to find a place to move out to. We're like, we're in the process of moving out. Like it's happening very soon. I believe all things work out exactly the when they're supposed to. So I said, I don't want to pressure myself right now because I already know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be like a week of moving back and forth, painting, cleaning, doing all that. You know how it is when you move into a new place. You got to clean everything in the bathtub. I got to disinfect everything with my psycho ass. And I bought the juicer. I have it right there, the Power XL juicer. I bought that. I have my books here, my How to Eat Healthy books and all that, my medical medium cleanse book. And I promised myself, like, I'm gonna start every day and just make my own, like, I'm gonna pre-make my meals so this way there's no excuse. Because what happens to us, and one of the things I'm learning, when your food is not prepared and you have to just like quickly make something to eat because you're hungry, we usually go and grab something that's not that good for us, you know? Go flow. I'm sure that'll be soon. I hope so, you guys. Like, I pray for all of us to get the things out of life that like just will make us comfortable. One of the things I'm learning to accept though, let's do a group cleanse, a fast. I've been saying that for a long time, but Casey, you want me to be honest with you? Until we move out of this house, I feel like, because it's just everybody's always eating like unhealthy foods here. There's always junk everywhere, and I gotta tell you, I'm not gonna pretend like everybody else. It's fucking hard not to eat the stuff because I'll like go to fast all day and then I'll go downstairs and somebody bought pizza or somebody bought fucking this or that, and I'm like, and it's hard. But like this new space that we're looking to get into, it's more like a separate apartment type of deal, like parents there, my apartment there, so we could all like pay the bills together, and it could be, well, a house. We're buying a house, but we're looking for a place. So leave, but I'm gonna have like my separate space is what I'm trying to say. It's hard when other people are living in the house and it's just everybody doesn't have the same mindset or mentality. You know, people will say like, yeah, I'm gonna do that, I'll do it. No, the bread is all over. Try eliminating wheat and or gluten, see if that changes anything. Jesse, I'm actually saying to myself, like, I'm gonna stop eating gluten, but and I guess whole wheat bread is not good too. Anything with corn, I like corn wheat, cornmeal. I'm not eating that stuff either. I don't drink milk. I don't drink soda. I don't eat cheese. I don't eat meat. It's, you know what it is? I'm not exercising. That's all it is. If I moved around every day, if I walked, the thing is, like, this is what I'm trying to say. I needed that. You know, when you need the fresh energy, like the renewal of everything. I think you're intelligent and give some attracts people. That's why I said soon. Thank you. Thank you. I hope so. You know what I said though? Like, this is not an excuse. I know what I want and I know what I'm going to do. Like, for me to say I'm starting now, I'm going to do it now. I try, I do little things here and there. But sometimes I'll have a day when I'm like, wow, I really want that Domino's pizza. And I like the thin veggie sliced pizza from Domino's. And that's the only thing I'll order from there. But I I said as soon as this new stuff comes up, like this new home and new all that, and I pray like everything works out, you know, and I know it will. I know it will. And like we have an area to walk around in because where I live, it's hard to walk around here. It's like a big driveway. I have to drive somewhere basically to walk around. You know how nice I think it is to just be able to walk outside your house and there's like a you could just walk around the block, walk around the cul-de-sac or whatever you want to call it. It's hard here. You can't because people drive like crazy. It's hard to my driveway is long as fuck. I have to walk all the way down this driveway. Then now I'm walking down the street where cars are like going crazy driving, and I can't take my daughter to that. It's dangerous. People literally drive crazy up and down these streets. Yeah, but Jesse, I promise everybody here, I told myself like by February, you're all gonna see me change a lot of things about myself. The eating is the number one thing. Flo, can you tell us ideally what you think like to eat, what ideally what you would like to eat in a day for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, like some examples of what we should be eating for our bodies, please. So Colette, I here's the thing, like I said, I eat pretty healthy, except for I just don't exercise. But when I get hungry, I excessively eat. And I think that has to do a lot with my addictive behaviors. But I don't eat eggs anymore. I don't eat eggs. I don't eat none of that. So in the morning, if I'm going to have anything, like if I love anything, it's oatmeal. I like to make oatmeal with oat milk and bananas and like blueberries. Those are my favorites. And then a smoothie, a nice smoothie in the morning is good. But I would suggest, like, this is what I notice when I eat in the morning, the rest of my day I'm tired. So I try not to eat until like 2, 3 o'clock because it keeps me energized. I know how to eat healthy because when I do it, I have the best days ever. But cheese is life. It is. But like for dinner, for instance, like I'm like the type of person, like I like to make like Asian pasta with sesame oil and sesame seeds, or I like salads that have like strawberry vinaigrette with like cranberries and peanuts. Like I like stuff like that that has like tangy, sweet taste. I need stimulation in my tongue. Like I literally put hot sauce on everything. Like I was laughing because I saw the video and he's like, I put that shit on everything. I'm like, me too. Oh shit. Like I'm like a Manuka honey is my favorite. The key is to eat as close to the earth as possible. That is the key, Carrie. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I've been eating healthy stuff that I'm sick right now. Oh, you now walk up and down the driveway, maybe. No, but I know, but Shante, if you seen this house and you see my driveway, you'd understand what I'm saying. I almost broke my ankle walking up it because it's all rocky and muddy. And so if it snows or rains, sometimes because it's snowing, I can't go up and down my driveway because it's steep. So that's what I'm trying to explain to you. I'm just praying and hoping that everything works out with this new space because I feel like the new energy, I'm getting tapped on my right eye. I feel like the new energy is just going to be a change for me. It's going to, when you just need a freshness of energy, you know what I'm saying to you, right? Like you're just tired of the same thing, the same kind of energy. It just needs to change. Like the environment, it all needs to change. That's all I feel. I feel like it's just once I change my environment, I'll be like a different person. Because here I just feel like kind of stuck, like stagnant. I don't feel like I could be creative here. I know I can, but like it's just something about it. It's just like, I'm over it. You know what I'm saying to you, right? I was like, I am over it. So I'm ready to change. You carry hot sauce in your purse, bitch. I'm one of those. Hot sauce, I put that shit on everything. Literally everything. Rice, hot sauce. That's one thing. I stay away from rice and stuff like that, but I also do love rice. So brown rice is not the greatest, but it's good. Still, I'll eat that. But I have to just exercise. That's all it is, yo. Because I don't eat a lot. I don't drink no sodas, no juices. You guys don't understand. I only drink water. I take my vitamins and I eat really pretty good. I do. I don't even like cakes and shit like that. Once in a while, I'll shove a fucking donut down my throat, but that's about it. Y'all sound like Chris from the movie Selena. He had a tiny bottle of hot sauce when they went for pizza. Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. He like pulled it out and he's like, you got it in your, he's like, yeah, I carry with me everywhere. Yeah, Casey, that's how I feel. Going off topic here. Is it a good idea to cut the cord with your twin flame? If it's not working out, yes, 100%. Twin flames are funny to me because when you have a twin flame and you know it's your twin flame, I think I've thought a couple of people were my twin flames before. They were just, I think, I don't know why I think that the girl I was with, either she was my twin flame or like a real lifetime soulmate, but we had a very toxic relationship at that time. The only way we would ever work out is if she was really like about her shit and I am the way I am now. Like we would never go back to that again. But that was a toxic ass relationship. But I feel like she might have been my twin flame, Like, but we just met at the fucking, like, we were fucking psychos. When I say psychos, I mean like legit psychos. But if it's toxic and there's fighting and there's like back and forth energy, runner chaser energy, you better cut that shit the fuck out. Cause like that's twin flames. Like, remember, you're talking about twin flames, two fiery energies that can get real dangerous. Like, if you ever watch a lot of those, like when I watch those like couples killing each other, I'm like, yo, they must have been like fucking psychotic twin flames over each other and didn't even know it. And they end up fucking murdering each other because they don't know how to handle that love leaving them, That's that codependency bullshit. Yeah, you have to. Twin flame stuff always sounds toxic to me. It is. You know, want to know the whole deal about twin flames? You know when it's toxic? Twin flames are toxic when both the people have not gone through their own journeys. Like it has to be. This is why twin flames come and go back together, because they'll meet to know, like, okay, I know for a fact this person is somebody I'll always love, I'll always be in love with. But when they separate, they have to go through their own experiences. They have to do their own karma, repeat their own karma, do whatever they need to do, and you have to do yours. And the only way two twin flames are ever going to work out is once this person does everything they had to do, and you do everything you had to do, and you both learn all the lessons. If then, and only then, you guys meet when everything is healed and you feel like you've settled and forgiven, then you could have a happy life together. But it's very rare that twin flames meet in the fifth, sixth lifetime. It usually takes them about several lifetimes to finally get together. Several. I don't know why my twin flame, at least I think I always said, listen, Flo, this food stuff will drive you crazy. I'd be really stressed out because it's like, what can we eat? We've been so conditioned to eat unhealthy that it's hard to transition. I'd be struggling with it. But yeah, and Jesse, you know what? I get it. And I get it. I literally will sit up all day and contemplate what I can eat and end up starving myself. See, Jesse, like, I understand. I get it, because you think giving it up on the first date ruins it? Yes. 100%. 100%. 100%. I've done that before, and every time I don't look at that person as somebody that's going to be serious. It's just something. Come on, everybody, like, I feel like everybody's going to agree with that. It's soul growth, more to do with loving yourself than anything else. Exactly. Yeah. But see, that's the thing. Like, I'm learning not to pressure myself, because when I say I'm not going to eat this, I'm not going to eat that, guess what I do? Shove shit down my throat. Like, I don't even chew sometimes. I just shoving the whole thing down my throat. I didn't even chew the food. That's why I'm like, fuck, I'm not gonna put pressure on myself. Let me just let it flow. And usually, sometimes a lot of times when I just stop pressuring myself, then for some reason something just clicks and goes, nah, I don't want to eat. I'll go for like 4 days without eating, fasting, and I could do it easily, just drinking waters or smoothies, no snacks, nothing. And I've done it with no problem, no problem. So I know I have self-discipline. It's just when I want to, I do. When I do, I don't. I've been in and out of this for 1 year, over 30 years, kids involved. My kids are the ones tripping, not us. What? Your kids are involved, but your kids are the ones tripping, not us? What do you mean? Thank you. 30 years, dang. I know. Yo, Kamshan. Yeah, I feel like you should, because you seem like a very grounded human being. So I wouldn't involve myself with anybody who's not in the same energy, you know? Oh, you motherfucker. But here's the thing also, like, even though sometimes I won't like listen about the eating and all that, I have done other stuff. Like, I was like, all right, I gotta slow down on the spending. I gotta stop using my credit cards for no reason. Like, I put, so even though I'm not doing one thing, I'm proud of myself because I'm doing the other. So I give myself credit, you know what I'm saying, in places, because you can't do everything at once, but you can though if you want to. But also don't put pressure on yourself, because then we're fucking like, ugh. See, German, you know what my mom always says to me? Why do you stand when you eat? Why do you do that? Like, it's almost like I stand when I eat, and I just like, I can't sit and eat. Like, I will just stand, I'll eat, and I'll just like keep it moving. It's like this little Millie Rock while I'm Millie Rock. That was old school shit right there. I stand when I eat a lot. It's very, very weird. I was definitely precious in a past life. Yo, I hate you. Shut the fuck up, asshole. First of all, German, let me tell you something. Let's play a game. Okay, let's play a game. German, this girl, they I guess you must have said something in my live, and I kicked her out of the live because you said like you must have gotten at her, and I must have seen the argument, and I kicked her out of the live. She wrote me this whole fucking story on Instagram saying, is that how you are? You just let people disrespect women on your live like that. He was talking about the flute up the pussy, and I was like, what? I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, girl, I do a lot of lives. Which one? She's like, last night you kicked me off your live, and that boy GBB or whatever his name was, he was saying about something about the flute up the pussy, and you let him talk to me like that. And I'm like, girl, do you know what the flute up the pussy story is? She goes, no. And I was like, it's from the movie American Pie. And we were like, that's what I always joke about because I think it's so funny. Like, and I was like, I think you just misunderstood everything. And then like I saw you probably going after him. And she was, yeah, but instead of kicking him out, I said, girl, that's my homie. I was like, I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? I was like, it was a misunderstanding. Don't take it personal, okay? It's like a fat boy dance flow. Oh, okay. Okay. Does anyone know a good game? Okay, so let's play Never Have I Ever. If I'm gonna say never have I ever something something, and then if you have never done it, you can put, I don't know, some kind of emoji. If you have done it, if you have never done it, if you have never done it, since I'm subscribed to this channel, videos from your old YouTube come up, and Ellie is precious. Yeah, she's so cute. She's so cute. When she was a baby, oh my God, I love her so much. She's still my little baby, and she wants to act all adulty. And then it comes to bedtime and waking up. Mommy, I'm like, who's the papa? Oh my God, don't you just want them to stay babies forever? Since I'm subscribed to this channel video, right? Oh, I just read that. Retrograde miscommunication. Exactly, exactly. So I'll say never have I ever had sex outside while cameras were rolling. Street cameras, street cameras. Let's make it clear. Street cameras, like, and outside on, oh, let me make this a little more. So the emoji you're gonna put when you have, I have, just say I have and I have never, because then we're gonna get confused. Say I have never or I have had sex outside on top of a car. I love you too. Had sex outside on top of a car while street cameras are rolling. If you have, write I have. If you have never, write I have never. Come on, let's see. What happened was when you talking about flutes, and she was like, yeah, I'm here for it, sis. This was for me. I'm like, oh, word, sis. That's all you said. She got mad offended, bro. Wait, I used to work in I used to work in a pupil referral unit, and if one kid was picking on another, I used to say to them, if you hit you, I'm sending you home. I have never. Child, well, child, well, never, have never, no answer. No answer, no, Jessica, you can't do that. Jesse, if you do that, you have to slap yourself in the face. If you say, I have no answer. Never, I have not yet. I have not yet. I have never, surprisingly, what's up, Lala? I have never surprisingly, what's up, boo? Flo, I told you about telling my business. You have, bitch. Okay, I got another one for you. But I actually have, so I should be saying, but you still have to say never have I ever. Okay, let's see. Never have I ever eaten a reality star's pussy. I'm gonna ask y'all some dumbass questions. Somebody else got to go next. Never have I ever eaten a mob wife's girl's pussy in our house, and like fuck the shit out of her. Almost put my whole fist up her vagina. I am literally absolutely a psycho. I've been so burned. I need to wrap myself in cling film. What? I have never. Somebody else has to ask after me now. Wow, I love you, baby. I love you guys too. Not me, sister. Oh, I have never. Wait, wait. Oh, I have another one. Never have I ever slept with somebody with one leg. Never have I ever slept with somebody for one leg with one leg. I didn't see the cameras. They seen me though. Never have I ever slept with somebody with one leg. Never have I ever slept with somebody with no legs. Oh my God. One leg, no legs. Fuck no, one leg. I've had sex with somebody with one leg and no legs. I am so sorry. Oh my God, not the sneakers. Sneakers. Shut up, not the sneakers. You know, Rick, if I think you're talking about the one that I told you guys about when he tried to take me to sue me for stealing sneakers and he had no legs. I was like, how's he gonna wear them? What the fuck? Let somebody enjoy them. You know what I'm saying? My godmother rolls with some of them. They love you, by the way. For real. Couldn't be me. Never. Well, couldn't be me. Why? You have no legs, KB? I have no legs. I have no legs. She's doing this on purpose. 3 legs. Yes. No legs. No. 3 legs. Wait. Hold on. You can't just throw a softball comment out like that. You better explain, Eliza. Go. Eliza Monet. Brie Wild. Wild. Eliza, wait a minute. You can't just throw a softball quote out like that talking about 3 legs. Yes. Never have I ever. Lala. Never have I ever. Lala said, never have I ever. Please tell us what you mean by the 3 leg comment, bro. That's one of the books. One leg from Florence. One leg Marina. I could write a whole book about that. No leg guy. Best sex ever. I was so ashamed. Really? Wait, you were so ashamed. So you have. Jesse is a freak like me. That middle leg. Oh, you mean his penis? May I ask how he lost the leg? The one-legged guy, the shark. He's dead. I hate you so much. Though I have to fart so bad, but I'm not gonna do you guys dirty like that. The one leg guy, he was in like Afghanistan. He lost it. So that was kind of like okay. The other one, no, seriously, the other one that's fucked up. He was driving and those rails on the side of the road when he flew out of his car, he flew out so fast his legs got cut off. That's how that happened. My baby father's friend run off with his woman's leg in the middle of the night because they was arguing. Because she knew that leg was very important to him. That's why she was like, oh, hell, I need this fucking leg. I need this leg. So, yeah, that's fucking hilarious. Oh, that's funny. You. That's so funny. LOL, you can fart, girl. I've heard you burp. I think it's not the same thing that's coming out of my mouth. Like, farting is something that I only do in front of people that truly know me. She couldn't go anywhere until he brought it back. The leg. What? Why am I trying to envision that? Chan, I was doing the same thing. I literally saw it. So I just saw it. I didn't try to envision it. I saw like a I saw like a dark skinned woman, and then I saw a man with a leg in his hand. And like what I saw was the leg had like a sock on it though, like a sock halfway up, and he's running out. I'm like out of here with the fucking leg. We should have left though. No, what do you mean? That's hilarious. What? That's mad funny because it's funny because he fucking ran away with her leg. That makes it funny. Better, right? Better out there than no, I didn't, KB. It's a loud one. I didn't let it out. Don't worry. When I have to let my fart out, I'm gonna go all the way downstairs, outside, close the door, spread my butt cheeks, and fart. One thing I don't do is just fart. I have to spread my butt cheeks and let it out because when I watched this thing and it was showing how farts like let out all of this stuff, I got so grossed out with farting. You know how you fart sometimes? Wait, pause. You know how you fart sometimes and your underwear on or your shorts, and then like the steam from the fart bounces back into your asshole, and sometimes it goes up into your vagina and tickles it. You know how that happens? That's because it's like, I can't stop laughing. That's because the fart, why are farts so taboo to talk about? That's because the fart like travels back into you and goes up your vagina and it's just trying to find its way out. It's where the fart's suffocating and it's trying to get the fuck out of your the poor fart is suffocating itself, like trying so hard to find its way out of your ass. It's just stuck, it's just traveling back up and down. So, one thing I do now, if I have to fart, I pull my pants down a little bit or I pull my pants to the side. I don't sleep with no pants on, I always have underwear on. And I'll just spread my butt cheeks and I'll let the fart out and I'll just let it go, shoo, like wherever it goes. Deceased. And I learned that's the best way. Typical live with flow. No, I learned that's the best way to let it out. I don't care. I might do dirty shit, but I do it in a clean way. Okay. Never have I ever kicked somebody out as soon as they got my nut. Oh, I have a lot of times. I have. I have. He said, never have I ever kicked somebody out as soon as I got my nut off. Was he short, bald, black man? Yeah, he was. He was like a tiny, he almost looked like a midget to me. He had like, kind of bow-legged legs a little bit. You're killing me. I'm serious though. You know what I'm saying? Never have I ever spread my butt cheeks to fart. Do you want to know how weird I am? I said to everybody when I'm driving for like an hour or so, I have to spread my butt cheeks like on my seat because I don't want my butthole closed and my asshole like not breathing. I don't know why I do stuff like this, but it's something about I just don't want my ass cheeks closed on my asshole because I feel like it gets sweaty and then it smells, especially after I just took a long ass shower. So I just open my butt cheeks, like you spread them and then you just let them lay on the chair, like you almost like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it has to be like that. Otherwise, I feel uncomfortable the whole time with my asshole just like this. Like, I'm really funny about like the private areas of people because like it gets kind of hot and sweaty down there, and like I just like a weird amount of stuff like that. I might have to start now though. I swear, as soon as that nut, all you feel is the wind of the door opening. What the fuck, Eliza? Yo, German, I have done many times where I have given guys cab money after sex, and I was like, you gotta go. Oh my god, literally LOLing. The way you said that, Sarah. Literally LOLing. Oh my god, no, you're not weird, Flo. I'm feeling like it's a gun. Gotta let it out. Yeah, for real. Finally, one for me ever. I don't be wanting it to backfire. For real, no, but I have done that in the past. German let out people after I bust that nut because first of all, I don't even trust men. If Andrea, you walked into some shit, KB, I definitely spread mine to fart, no cap. It's so liberating. Y'all need to try it sometime. See what I'm saying? I don't know why people are so embarrassed about stuff like that. I think it's so fucking hilarious when people fart. I find it to be the joke that doesn't even have to be told. It's just like, he farted. You know, it's always funny when somebody farts. It's like even fart jokes are funny. Why you love talking about gross stuff, gross body stuff? I'm a Virgo, so I talk about gross body stuff because it's something I really look into a lot. I notice things about people, like when they do gross stuff. I'm like, oh, did you see what they did? Did you see what they did? Like, and it's not that I'm judging. I'm just like, I see it all because I know, because I'm a Virgo and we're crazy. Damn it, damn it. I used to smoke in my mama house, and before she would come home, I would spread my cheeks on the AC to cover the. Wait, what? Oh my God, I just got it. Wait, I'm so slow, German. I hate you. He just said, I used to smoke in my mama's house, and before she would come home, I would spread my cheeks on the AC to cover the smell. Anybody get that? I fart all the time. Yes, the fuck. No, but it's so funny how people get so uncomfortable to talk about that stuff. I'm like, no, listen, if you're in a if you're in a relationship with me, have you ever met a guy and like you hung out with him and he's like, oh, you should come over to my house after this? I'm like, after we ate, I'm gonna have to take a shit. I'm just letting you know. I will tell him straight up on the date. Nah. He'll be like, why? I'll be like, he'll be like, yo, I don't want you to come over to have sex. I'm like, no, it's not that. It's like after I eat. I usually take a shit after I eat, so I'm gonna have to do it. And they'll be like, I don't care. You could do it at my house. Then you could take a shower after. I'm like, nice one. Yeah, take a shower after, huh? Get me naked in your house. Very smart. German, I know you didn't disrespect your mama's house like that. I prank my sister's boyfriend all the time. That's funny. We could write a screenplay of all these stories. Hell yeah. That's your people flow. Same difference. For real, bro. Dudes running around with legs farting, cheeks spread over an AC. I have such a vivid imagination that whatever joke you tell, I'm envisioning it. I'm seeing it happening. That just ain't right now. Covering smoke with your booty. That just ain't right now. Covering smoke with your booty. So not ladylike. I fart everywhere. They say it's healthy. Have you taken part in burping contest though? Yes, me and my daughter like to do that. Me and my daughter will have a fart war sometimes. Like she'll fart and I'll be like, nothing. I'll be like, she'll be like, Mom, you're so gross. I'm like, you just farted though. She's like, I know, but the way you do it. I'm like, how do I do it? She's like, why do you have to spread your butt cheek? And I said, why don't you spread your butt cheeks? Because she goes, you're right. She even said sometimes it goes up my butt and it feels funny. I was like, I know. Would I fart on the first date? Mm. No, Flo started. I backed her up. Flo's a small. Virgo makes everything much more funny. We're retarded. That's why we don't care. Tweedledee and Tweedlepot. Would I fart? What? Would I fart on the first date? No, but if I was going back to chill with the guy and I had to take a shit, I'm not gonna lie and put on the shower and all that. I'm be like, yo, I gotta take a shit. Like, I'm sorry, but and like most guys are like, okay, go ahead. What the fuck are you telling me for? I'm like, cause I'm just letting you know, don't go in there after and then I'm gonna have to take a shower after. So I don't want you to think I'm fronting like I'm taking a shower because I'm really taking a shit. I'm actually gonna take a shit. And then I'm gonna wash my ass just in case you decide to fuck me. You know what I'm saying? I lift my leg. I have tried to pee standing up a few times and I kind of enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not gonna hold you. That shit was fun. Damn girl. Mama always said, let it be, let it rip. My mama always said, let it rip before then a bellyache. Yeah, yeah. Holding your shit in and your piss is so bad for you. It's literally toxins just stuck up in there. I'm lolling, lolling. Never would I ever fart on a first date. I wouldn't fart on the first date either because first of all, I probably like already farted before I went on the date. First of all, I'm the type of person, no matter where, I don't know who else is like this. No matter where I'm going for the day, if I know I'm going to be out doing stuff, important stuff, or anything like that, I usually try not to eat a lot before I go because I know me and I can have to take a shit at any time of the day because I have a very sensitive stomach. Virgo rules the gut, and we have sensitive bellies, and we're always like, oh, my stomach, especially if we're nervous or we like get nervous about something. We always feel like we have to shit, and it's not our fault. It's like we rule the stomach. That's like where we're at. So I have to make sure I either shit a lot before I go out or I don't eat a lot so I don't shit before I go out because like I don't want to fucking be out with somebody and have to take a shit. That's the worst. First of all, I hate shitting in public places. You know what I'm saying? Let it rip before it drip. You know what I'm saying? I would just go home. Yeah, you would just go home. But what if you really had to shit on the way home? Bro, I'm going to tell you a story. You want to hear it? Because like I'm disgusting, but I've never done anything like this before in my life. I have taken like a piss outside. Like I remember being like really drunk or whatever, or high and drunk, a little cocaine, a little alcohol, and pulling the car over and be like, I gotta take a piss, and like just needing to pee and just going. And even not drunk, because I drink massive amounts of water. But one time, one of those dating tips, make sure you shit before you go on your date. That's, people talk about what's going to happen on the date. Let me just tell you, before you go on a date, please take a lot of shits, because you might be on that date and eat something and then your stomach's like, go, you're like, excuse me one moment, and then you run into the bathroom shitting, diarrhea and all that. You don't want that to happen because you're going to come back with some sweat, a little makeup run. I'm telling you right now. But that's why I don't pretend to be anybody on a first date. I'm like, look, this is what you're gonna get. Like, let's just lay it all on the table because like you're gonna find out who I am anyway. I'm gonna find out who you are. So just tell me everything. They always complain about my stomach hurting. Yeah, it's a Virgo thing. We really do have stomach issues. Everybody that I know, my cousins, they're all Virgos, they're always in pain in their stomach. So one time, I'm gonna tell you guys something. This has never happened before, but okay. So I remember Takis were one of my favorite things to eat. I poo after my second coffee. Me too, all the time. So that's why if I'm going somewhere, I will not drink coffee before I go because chances are that coffee won't settle in for another 30, 40 minutes. And as soon as I get in the car, ready to go, guess what I have to do? Take a shit. And I got to turn around because I'm not shitting in public. It just doesn't happen. When you hover and sound like a man peeing. I heard one thing that women who pee fast have really good pussy. I've heard that before, and I pee fast. I don't know if it's because I got good pussy, but I know I do but I think it's because like I just want it out of me, like get the fuck out. So I push that pee out, like get the fuck out of my body now, like you know what I'm saying? During sex, different story from. Wait, oh my God, Casey, what? Please take a lot of shits prior to the first date. For real. So I ate Takis, right? And I don't fuck with Takis now. After this experience, I will never touch a Taki again. Now, my spirit guides told me, don't eat that shit, right? Because I was like, I like it though. I'm gonna do it anyway. So my daughter goes, Mom, I want to go to the movies. Movies is like 10 minutes from my house. So I'm in the house and I decide to eat a couple of Takis before we go to leave to the movies. Biggest mistake of my life, because as soon as I ate the Takis, I was fine. But something in my head told me, I think I'm gonna have to take a massive shit. Like not just a shit, it's just gonna be like, blah, like it's gonna sing in the toilet type of shit. And so we're driving and I was fine. Then we got to the movies and it was closed. Something about that just didn't sit right with my stomach, or it could have just been the Takis really kicking in. And so the Takis started kicking in, and I said to my daughter, I'm going to shit my pants. I said, Eliana, I'm going to shit my pants. I'm not kidding. She was like, Mom, are you serious? Like because she knows when she has to take a shit, she's like, she's a Cancer and she's this girl, like, and she's a Virgo rising. When she has to take a shit, she's like, Mom, I need to take a poop. Go home now. I'm gonna poop my pants. Hurry up. She don't care. She'll say it in front of everybody. I gotta poop. Oh my God. Like she's just got no shame when it comes to that. So massive dump. It wasn't even a massive dump. It was more like a, I don't know how to explain it to you. It was like a river of a dump. So pause, pause, pause. So I've really never ate Takis. Don't eat Takis. I'm telling you right now, don't do it. So we're driving. I was like, fuck, I maybe can make it home. It's only like 7 minutes away. I'm gonna start driving home. My God, why? Why, God, did there have to be traffic in this one part right before my house? There, we live by the woods. Okay, when I say woods, like there's nothing around. There could be like a wooded area there, wooded area there. Where I live, it's all woods. Thank God for this, because what happened this day is traumatic as fuck, and I will never again ever want to experience like anything like this again. And so I was like to my daughter, I'm you know what I did? I like passed the cars on the other side of the road. If I would have got pulled over, I would have shit my pants. The cops would have been like, I see why you were speeding. I'm just gonna let you go. I'm like, officer, I just shit my pants. I'm not kidding. No, no, like for real, I shit my pants. Come smell. Come. He would have been like, just go, bitch, just go. So the traffic wasn't moving. So I skipped everybody and I made a left into the woods. And I looked at my daughter. I was like, I'm gonna have to shit in the woods. She was like, Mom, just hold it. We're almost home. I was like, I can't. I just can't. I'm afraid I'm gonna shit my pants. Like my asshole was like, you know how your asshole usually stays closed? It just started opening on its own. It was just, oh, it was opening on its own, my butthole. I didn't chart. I didn't chart, Lala. There's no way. I would have plugged my finger up my asshole. I will never, ever. I would rather shit in the middle of the road than chart on myself. So I jumped out of the car. Thank God. This is why I always keep baby wipes and paper towels in my car. It's just something I do. And I was like, Eliana, baby wipes. And she threw them at me like a football star. She was like, here, Mom. And I grabbed the baby wipes. I ran to the tree, this poor tree. I was like, and I lived, here's how fucking retarded I am. I'm going to take a shit on the tree. What do I say? What do I say? I'm so sorry, tree. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's just shit. That's like, let it all out. Just it's just poop the fuck. I just pooped so hard. Like, but it was like those quick, like, okay, 1, 2, 3, I'm gonna shit, and that's it. It comes out and I'm like, oh, right. I wipe my ass with the baby wipes and the paper towel. But because I'm a kind person, I wrap everything up, right? Like nicely, make sure my asshole's really clean. And I'm like, oh God. And I turn around, I run, right? I was like, I didn't turn around to look. Usually I'll be like, whoa. But for some reason, when you take a shit, you look at the toilet, like, or when you blow your nose, you look at the tissue to see like what is that, what's in there, or what came out of your asshole. You're just curious, right? You ever took a shit? You don't tell me, you don't turn around, just look in the toilet and see, God damn. But I didn't do it this time. Ironically, taking a shit outside is totally different from shitting in your house. It's two different situations. So kind. I apologize to the tree. And then I get in the car with the look of shame on my face. My 10-year-old daughter. My 10-year-old daughter's laughing. She's fucking thinks it's so funny. She's laughing in the side of the car, I get in the car. I'm like, I go, Eliana, please don't ever tell nobody this story. She goes, I'm telling Nana. I was like, don't you dare. She's like, all right, Mom, all right. As soon as we walk in the door, Nana, Mommy took a poop by a tree. I'm like, oh my God. And my mom's looking at me. I was like, I'm ashamed. She was like, I told you don't eat those fucking things. Your stomach can't even take when you drink a glass of milk. Forget about hot, fiery Takis. She goes, and all you do is eat hot sauce all day long. I don't understand how you do it. She was like, do you enjoy having massive diarrhea? I said, sometimes it's kind of like exciting. I'm like, oh, it hurts so bad. Blah! Like my asshole's throwing up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. It's kind of disgusting. I don't know what I'm talking. I'm thinking right now, like, I'm sure people are like, what the fuck is she talking about? Like, I heard that tapping noise just now. Yeah. There's somebody coming out of my brother and his wife are staying over with their son. Probably went to the bathroom. But It's the interesting thing about life. Like, I don't have shame. Like, when it comes to like humans, we all take a shit. Everybody poops. You ever read the book? Like, we all poop, we all fart, we all burp. Everybody blows their nose. And I guess it's like a common courtesy thing. And I do have a lot of courtesy and a lot of like respect for people. And especially like, I don't like to be gross in front of people, but also like, can't be ashamed of things like that. That's stupid, you know? Power wash that tree with the poop. Well, what did they say? Human poop is essentially a fertilizer. For people that have like a septic tank by their homes, and this is not a joke, a septic tank by their homes, it's basically your poop goes into the ground and people will have like mushrooms grow there and they'll be like, oh my God, it's a mushroom. It's so magical. That mushroom's growing because of your own fecal matter, fetus. God, fecal matter. Your own shit is creating that mushroom because human shit does that. It ferments into the ground and it grows. First of all, grass grows really well there. Really, really nice. It's like perfect green. And so is fucking apparently mushrooms because we had a few of them in my backyard and where I was living. Yeah. I wonder if the ETs go. No, they don't. They're far more advanced than that. They don't even have assholes. They don't pee. That's the thing about ETs. They're ascended. They're in another dimension, meaning they're ascended. Like they reached another level of ascension. So they evolved to the point where they don't have to shit and piss and like I'm sure some of them do. Maybe the reptilians still do. I mean, because if they're still living on Earth, then maybe they'd still perform the same things that we kind of do. You know what I'm saying? But I know Pleiadians and like the Arcturians and the vegans, all of them, they don't fucking do that. What y'all think fertilizer is? Exactly, Brie. Exactly. That's how farmers use. Yep. And you, in a way, you did that tree of service. Yeah, exactly. Even though I was like, I had the look of shame in my face. I'm not gonna lie to my daughter. I was like, she was like, Mom, it's okay. She literally, a 10-year-old girl, went like this to me. It's okay, Mom. It's okay. She was like, so what? Everybody poops. I was like, you're right. You're right. Period. Poo, literally. I just watched a video of the music mushrooms produce. Yeah. The tree said, period, poo. So should we start pooping outside? It's supposed to, it's better for you. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know if anybody's ever, the only thing about me that freaks me out about pooing and pee-peeing outside is I always have this, first of all, I always think that something's going to crawl up my ass when I go on my own toilet. I have to clean my toilet. And so imagine outside, I'm always like, oh, what if something crawls up my ass? You know what I'm saying? It's like Mark right here about me. Some people literally survive off breath alone, no food. Yeah, Casey, they're breatharians. Mhm. They're breatharians. I've heard of them. I've watched documentaries on them too. I heard just last night that they were no longer taking you up to the spaceships, that they take you up to the suburbs because they're living amongst us already. So Lala, yeah, that was food chain, the fuck it's life. Lala. So I had a dream. Every time I have a dream that like a spaceship is taking me up, I always end up back on Earth. Like it's very strange. And and then I never end up in like a spaceship where there's all like alien beings or Pleiadians. It's always in some government shit, like as if like they don't even let people have the Pleiadian. They don't even let us have access to them anymore. Like they blocked us from being able to be even. I know for a fact that when people are saying they're being abducted, it's not happening from aliens. It's happening from the government. There was this documentary. You guys need to watch it. It's the fifth kind. It's the fifth kind. It's called the fifth kind or some shit like that. And Dr. Stephen Greer talks about how like he was getting threatened and all this stuff. And then he said he knows for a fact that there was these politicians, when somebody would go into politics, the way they would scare them is say, um, there's alien beings and they're out to attack us. So you have to do this because if not, we're all going to get attacked by them. And then they would literally set up an abduction where they would take the guy, put him on a ship and make him think that he was being abducted by aliens, but really it was the government the whole time. And this is a fact. This is known, like known cases like this. Flo, what's your take on starseeds? Like, are we all aliens or what? I think some of us have alien DNA in us. And again, by aliens, I'm talking about our starseed like family, our alien families. You want, like, I'll say aliens because I don't mean it like aliens because I don't see them as aliens. I see them as one of us. Um, good or bad, we're all connected, right? But I feel like there's some people who do actually have like alien DNA within them. Like I told you guys in the live early before, I always say that my daughter is definitely has to be like part Nephilim, which is the giants, because she reminds me of them. Like even her teeth, like she has sharp teeth in the back. It's strange, but but she's also like got another mix in her, which is like me, like light and dark, like Pleiadian, maybe reptilian, a mixture. I don't know. I feel like we all have something inside of us. You know what I mean? Like we were all born from some, yeah, hell yeah, in a bunker on the gifted people. Andrea, most people that they find out that could either astral travel or remote view or can predict things, psychics. Remote viewing is one of their most favorite ones because they could take people that remote view and they could have them spy on other countries to see like what the agenda is and what they're trying to do. Yeah, we are all energy, exactly. I believe that we're all connected to some star beings, like our star ancestors. We're all a part of the star family somewhere or some way or another. That's what I believe, but that's really what I believe though in my heart, deep down inside my heart. 100%. I know that for a fact because I always say like I always say like, damn man, I miss home. Like sometimes I'll be like, I miss being home. And I'll look up, like I'm definitely not from here. I know that for a fact. I have to be from somewhere else. It's just I always used to say when I was growing up, oh no, I was just dropped down here from like a spaceship. And they were just like, you got to go do this for a little bit. We'll see you later. We'll come pick you up later. Like, yo, where? Like, you're just gonna leave me here? Just leave me here and be like, you'll be all right. We'll be back. You know what I'm saying? Like when we feel like it. I always felt like that growing up. So, Carrie, you said, I think I'm an Arcturian in this lifetime. You think the latest one you were connected to? I can't say which one I am because I'm connected to the Pleiadians. I'm connected to the and I don't know who they are, but they kind of like crooked foreheads, like almost like the Star Trek people, because I've seen them in my dream, and she came and hugged me like yo family. Like I cried when I saw her, and she had the wrinkled forehead. I don't know if she was my cousin or my sister. I don't know, but yeah, and oh, I'm also connected to the Lyrans, which are the cat people, like the cat like people, because I know that for a fact. Like I know for a fact that I'm part of them. Like when it comes to cats, like if I see a cat like struggling and suffering, even though like they got on my nerves, all these stray cats, I still had to feed them. Like I could never deny them. I feel like because I was definitely a Lyrian at some time, a Lyran, which is also connected to the planet Aloth, which is the third star in the Big Dipper. And the astrology chart, the lady told me that I was connected to the third star in the Big Dipper, which is the planet Aloth. And she said that's connected to the Lyran. So, but definitely Pleiadians, definitely, because they come in my dreams to show me things a lot. Alien, Neil Armstrong. Ooh, bitch. Stop picking your skin flow. Oh, Chan. I have to right here. See this thing. It's like something I just it's such. Oh, can I tell you something? You know what I realized when I have spiritual energy around me, you know how I know they're around me? Because I pick my skin. And I really start feeling like I'm that person. I'll feel everything in my skin to make sure it's like clean and like there's nothing there. But when I know that when there's spirits around me, because I'll start getting nervous, like, and picking my skin, and it'll be like to the point where I'll just keep going and going. And I have to stop myself, like stop. But it's like when I feel the energy, for some reason I do that. Thank you for telling me though. Thank you for telling me, because I always tell people around me, if you see me picking my skin, tell me to stop. Y'all checked out Spirit Science channel here on YouTube. Spirit Science? No. I will, Casey. No, I don't. We don't need help with them because we have a lot. My sister-in-law is really good with getting online and like telling people we need donations and all that, and we have a lot of help with it. Thank you, Casey. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, there's always lights. Like I stopped recording them because at some point, like I guess I really thought they were just like they were gonna visit me or say hi to me or something, but no, they just stay in the sky and just chill. And guess when they come out the most? During full moons. Look out in the sky during full moons. There's always like one big light that moves around and a small one next to it. People are like, that's the planet. I'm like, no, the fuck it's not, bitch. Planets don't move back and forth. They stay in one place. And if they do move, they move slowly. They're not like up, down, up, down, up, down. I'm not stupid. That movie, The Butterfly Effect, look at me, that blah, 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 The Butterfly Effect. If you've ever seen it with Ashton Kutcher, it's really good. You should watch that movie. It's really good. I had a dream I was on a spaceship and the aliens were taking our eyeballs. Woo! Taking your eyeballs? Damn. I've never had that. See, when I was younger, I might have had an experience like that, but I've tuned it out. I can't remember my life from the age of, I would say 13, 12. Can't remember my life from the age of 12, 13 or down. I don't remember anything. I have like little things I remember, but not a lot. Don't watch The Butterfly Effect #2. It's dumb. She said I stopped recording them though. Yeah, I stopped recording them though because I thought it was for me. Like I'm like gassed up. Like look at them, they're here to visit me. No, the fuck they're not. They're just up there doing whatever the fuck they're doing. Some of them are not even aliens. They're just government ships. What I believe is that the that's what I believe. That's like they weren't just people. They're connected to us alien species. The Hitler built bunks. Oh, I was gonna write it, but Hitler built bunks in Antarctica, and they're still over there. And they have secret. Casey, they lost the war, yeah, but they went into hiding. They went into hiding. Just go read up on the Nazis and the connection to like spaceships and alien stuff. Just go read up on it. You ever watch the documentary Hitler and Drugs? I've never heard that theory. Oh no, it's not a theory. They have proof of it. Like they have the spaceships with the swastika on it. They saw things like that in the sky over there in Antarctica. Go watch the documentary Hitler and Drugs, and then you could watch the Nazis and aliens. Or were the Nazis aliens, or were they connected to the aliens, or do the Nazis have a space, a place in the how do you build your intuition, or is it something you can't build and strengthen? Intuition is how you build it by using it, by listening to it. So the way I started really getting into my intuition is when I listen to it, and I'm getting hit right here. See, that's my intuition telling me, or that's a feeling, me getting the sign like, yep. The more you use your intuition, the stronger it becomes. And so what that means is if, like I just got tapped in the left ear, what that means is like, if you feel something is not right and you do it, if you keep feeling something's not right and you keep going against that, it's not that your intuition goes away. It kind of takes a back seat on your decision making process. But if you hear like, don't do that, that's not good, like, and you still do it and you keep doing it, your intuition kind of like steps back, takes a back seat. But if you hear don't do that or do this, like when I hear save your money, don't overspend right now, because, whatever. And I do it. Or if I hear like, try to get in shape, like get your body in shape and stuff like that. And I don't listen to it and I keep ignoring it and ignoring it. And it's like almost like I just like I'm being like, I don't want to hear this right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's like when I used to do drugs, for instance, and I would hear like spirits say, don't do that, don't do that. Then I would hear, no, do it, do it. I would go against my intuition a lot. They still try to help me, the intuition, me, myself, right? Still try to help me. But when you stop paying attention to it a lot, it kind of like fades away, but it doesn't go away. It just takes a back seat. So use your intuition as much as you can. Listen to your feelings, your gut feeling, your mind. What are you feeling? What are you sensing? What are you hearing? You know what I mean? And Hitler lived on to have 4 daughters as well. One being Obama's mother and his aunt. Damn hangout. I can't think. Short reddish hair over here in France, pantsuit lady. See, what you guys failed to understand, what was the documentary? Hitler and Drugs. Yes, go watch it. When before he used to do his speeches, he would get shot up with methamphetamine, like ADHD drugs, like all those like speedy drugs, hyper speedy drugs. A doctor would come in and shoot him with the drugs, like so he can go on stage and do his speeches. Everybody has spirit around them. Everybody, depends on the where you're at energetically, what kind of spirit you're going to have around you, what kind you're not. Not saying that they're constantly just hanging out here for no reason. That's not how it is. But everybody's got, the world is all surrounded by spirit. It is always. And that's like one of the most beautiful things that I love is the fact that I get to let people know that and not to fear it all the time because, everything's not fucking doomsday. We're always wanting things to be bad, but no, they could be beautiful too. Yep, he took enough drugs. He was on a lot of drugs. A lot of drugs. Yep. That's why, like I'm saying, like people, they call it meth flow. Yeah, the speedy shit, I never fucked with that shit. I was like, I'm not trying to lose my teeth. I just want to get high. I want to get high. I don't want to look crazy. But I still ended up looking crazy at one point. Everybody does when you do drugs for too long. They call it meth flow. I didn't even know that. Methamphetamine. Oh, meth. It's crystal meth, right? Whatever. He used to take speedy shit. No, my ancestors and spirit guys. Yeah, that's awesome, Andrea. Me too. That's how I always feel too. Well, they're not always around me, but they do always look out for me in every way. They are around me when like wow, that would just be weird if they just stood around us all of the time. That's creepy. Like, do you ever do anything else? Like you just stand here staring at me. Like that's weird. I know that doesn't happen. That's a little fucking OD. What is the hard whistle ringing in my left or sometimes both my ears? When you're trying to focus or get information, sometimes that's a distraction. That's like an interruption, like a beep, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it could either be a message coming in or it could be a distraction from a message you're trying to get. It is downloads, but also they say that it's something that's distracting you from a message. My favorite crystals, I have to say, out of all the crystals, I love clear quartz, the yellow quartz, and purple amethyst are definitely my go-to crystals. And pyrite. Pyrite is one of my favorite ones. Okay. I love pyrite. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And I love black obsidian and I love Shanghai. I love that too. So, I love black tourmaline. You know what? I like a lot of them, but I like black. And those are my favorite ones, if I have to say. I have a couple of odd ones too. Moldavite, I have that one. Oh, your mom's very sick. Oh yeah, then yeah, they would be around her. Yeah. Would you ever do music again? Yeah, Charlie, yeah, actually, I just downloaded an app where you could buy beats from people. And I'm doing that. And I'm just figuring out how to like record it as soon as my throat clears up. I've been writing music. I've been getting prepared for it. I am going to do music, but this time I'm just going to create it myself and I'm going to put it out and whoever likes it, likes it. I'm not trying to be like fucking Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make easy, calm, relaxing music that can help people. Could you even possibly imagine how much we would be owed back if we were paid back for all the fear we bought into? Oh my God, Carrie, are you kidding me? Oh yeah, I see what she's saying, Carrie. We are owed nothing. We choose to buy into the fear or not. That's true. What I was saying today was like I'm sick and tired of them poisoning us and like trying to like kill us basically every day. The foods, the water, everything. But that's the point. This is the big test I feel like humanity's going through. We figure out that it's all bullshit and then boom, things change, hopefully. But we have to be a part of that change. Did y'all hear about how the crystals came about all under us? Well, crystals aren't they created from like an explosion or like a two components, like like CO2. I don't know exactly the components, but like CO2 or something else colliding and then it creates crystals. Doesn't it come from like a gas or like something like that? My ears ringing have stopped me opening my big mouth when I shouldn't have. Okay, so then yeah, Carrie, so you were being guided to yeah, me too. When I think negatively, my angels will like beep, stop doing that. I'm like, oh, okay, like that. They are from Crystal City, 6 miles under the mud that great flood left. Wow, I have all those and the green one you sent and Tiger's Eye. My favorite is selenite, sulfur, pyrite, and fluoride. Fluorite. Oh yeah, I like those two. Yeah, all of them. Yeah. Some truths are about to be revealed. I believe aliens are gentle if we're scary. See, this is what I believe. I believe, and I've been saying this if you've been watching me at all, I've said this from the beginning that they're going to lie. They've been lying to us for the longest time. They're going to try to scare us and tell us they're here to kill us, to destroy us. And what's going to happen is this: the beings, the alien beings that are already here on planet Earth, have already taken over planet Earth, they're gonna trick us into believing that the ones that want to visit us from the sky are the evil ones. But I feel like the ones that are coming from the sky are the ones that are trying to protect us and save us. And the ones that are here are going to trick us. It's like the Antichrist, but it's not the Antichrist. They're going to try to trick us and say, hey, whatever's coming from the sky is trying to kill you. But really, actually, what's coming from the sky is the ones who are looking after us and protecting us. And some of them are here, but most of them are not living here with us. You see what I'm saying? Everything and everywhere I've looked internally and externally is fear based. Everything we know, 100%. You just have to keep yourself away from that thought. Yeah, I love the Shanghai. I love it. I wear it around my neck too when I go somewhere, but I've been home in my room a lot. I have the black tourmaline here and the Shanghai around me. So I don't keep my phone or my computer near my head or my body when I sleep. It's always away from my head and my body. Yeah, like wolf in sheep's clothing. That's how I feel. I feel strongly like the ones that are already here are going to trick us into believing the ones that are going to appear to us from the sky. Because if you ever listen to the stories, usually the ones that appear from the sky always came down loving. They were peaceful. Not all of them. Not all of them. Some of them took over, made them slaves, and told them what to do. But I feel like the ones that are already here, they outnumber they outnumber the ones that are up there because they're not just them. This is why you have humans who refuse to believe in the good things and the light in this because they're a part of that reptilian agenda. Don't think that they weren't creating babies with some of these human beings, which is why you can't get some of these human beings to believe anything that's good because they're a part of that reptilian frequency mindset because they have that DNA within them. Not all reptilians are bad, not saying all of them are bad because there's good and bad in everything you know what I feel like is that's why you have so many humans that are so like fucked up and evil because they have that DNA within them where they just don't give a fuck and they will never believe that anything is good and never believe that and they will attack us and destroy us because they feel like this is their earth, it belongs to them. This is those people like that are like very obsessive and possessive over the earth and over that. That's not them. That's not normal. Like the rest of us feel like this is a place we share, we're all here to love and we're here to share. Those kinds of people do not. you know do I believe in the law of attraction? Here's the thing. The law of attraction to me is funny because if you're sitting manifesting, you have to put in the work to manifest. So I almost feel like the law of attraction or manifesting is you telling yourself this is going to happen and then going towards that want that manifestation, like you work towards that manifestation. um you have to work towards that manifestation. Like, for instance, everything that you do, if you want that thing to manifest, you have to work at it, right? Like, exactly, they lack soul. Lala knows what time it is. You guys all know what time it is. um Everything that you do with manifesting, you have to work at it, right? So, like, let's say I manifest a new house, a new car, brand new teeth, brand new boobies. I manifest all this stuff. I mean, you're not just going to get dropped down onto a surgeon's office, or a house is not going to drop in your lap. No matter what and how, you have to work towards the money, towards that house, or maybe even play the lotto every single day to try to manifest that house, or whatever it is, right? It's like almost like you kind of like trick your mind into believing that you're manifesting it, but really you're creating it as you're manifesting in your mind. Because as you because everything starts with a thought. So if you start to pray, if you start to paste the thought in your mind that I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, so you're basically motivating yourself, right? It's a self-motivation. So if you have that manifestation or that law of attraction in your mind, you're basically seeing it here already, and now you have to start making it happen. You know what I'm saying? We can't, I can't sit around. Do I believe strongly that the universe will send you opportunities and blessings to help you manifest those things? Yes. But if you don't show up, those manifestations can't happen. The greatest thing about manifestation and like the law of attraction, if you want to say, or you could just call it motivational posts that I like to put up, is helping people believe in themselves and think. That's what it does for me. Like, I'll read something and be like, in 6 months, you're going to have your house or your car or your thing. You might think it's something stupid, but I believe it because I trust that it is going to manifest itself into my life. And if I just do the right thing, right, which is put the work in, try to like show up and do what I need to do, that spirit will help me in some way or another. I'm going to have to put the work in, but they'll help me. You know what I mean? Make it far less harder than I expect it to be. You see what I'm saying? Yes, some of that trickery that you do to yourself, like with crystals and like with spells. When people are like, "Oh, do you believe spells work?" I'm like, "Well, I believe they work if you're aware of the spell." Like, if someone's just casting a spell on you across the world, right? Like, I mean, is there powerful wizards that can do that? I don't know. Solomon was said to have like controlled demons and moved magic, and he was the key of Solomon, right? But are we dealing with those types of people today? No, there's people on earth, they swear to God they're like magicians and they swear they're so fucking powerful, but they don't know shit, okay? They're just abracadabra in it all the way up, and they think they're fucking oil and toil and bubbles and doubles are doing anything for them. Bro, like, let's get real, okay? Spell and magic is really just something that when you start to believe it, it manifests itself into reality. You see what I'm saying to you? How can we find a real medium? There are a lot of scammers out there. I'm a real medium. I'm a real medium. Today's mediums are what? What do they say? Oh, your dad died like this. Oh, he said he's proud of you. The kind of medium I am, I will get confirmation from spirit. Like, this is who it is. This is what they're talking about. This is how it happened. And then boom, from there, I don't focus on the spirit that passed on. They transitioned already. I'm focusing on your healing through that spiritual loved one. Like, I use the information to heal other people. Some mediums focus a lot on your dad said this, your dad said, okay, we get it. Your dad said, hi, how you doing? And all that. But like, don't you want him to help guide you in this lifetime? What are you going to do? Sit there and fucking focus on how did he die and what happened to him? Like, you can't, that's what happened. Like, you have to focus on you now. Now, from what I learned, crystals are where the fuck tis at. I love crystals, and I think that they're great. Actually, can I tell you something? The reason why I know that crystals work, in the ancient times, when there was again, when the Ark of the Covenant, Ark of the Covenant was brought down from an alien being. It was so powerful, and it was carrying some heavy radiation on it. And when they said like the kids were dying from it and people were just dying around the Ark of the Covenant, is because it was brought down from an otherworldly place it was vibranium in the fucking movie Wakanda, and Earth doesn't carry that mineral. It was the same thing. And the Ark of the Covenant, it carried some type of radiation type of thing that people will get around it and die. the priest that would handle the Ark of the Covenant would wear a chest thing of different crystals. Now, what kind of crystals they were, I'm not sure, but they were just crystals on the chest, like really powerful crystals that protected them from the radiation of the Ark of the Covenant. If you don't know about that, look that up too. Damn, I always forget how much information I have stored in my brain. We just need to give ourselves more love and recognition. Yeah. Intentions are everything. You know how I feel? That's why we love you. I love you too, man. You know how I feel? Spirit Science has the best video I've seen thus far on crystals 101. Also Mateos Stefano on us and how we evolved and how our start, like the points, different parts of different types of beings, alien beings and high priestesses and the architects of the universe and the spider web of the universe have helped seed civilization, you know, with the time, space, and consciousness being Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, and him explaining how it's the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and then spirit, you know. So Organite does ground the 5G towers, but Shanghai is also known to press back waves that come from radiation from your cell phones and stuff like this. Oh, Mateus De Stefano is my baby. I was subscribed to Gaia, but I'm not now. I like took the subscription off because I wasn't watching too many videos. So I'm like, I'm not gonna keep paying $14. It's $15 a month. Like I don't mind it, but you put Organite at the base of the tower and it does something special. Oh, really? Lala, that's interesting. Oh God, my back. You know what I noticed? When I go to places like Brooklyn and stuff like that, I feel sick. Because where I'm at, they don't have a lot of 5G towers. They're not like close in proximity. And plus we are around a lot of nature. And so that kind of like breaks up the vibrations of the 5G tower. When I go to like Brooklyn or the city, I always feel really like weird afterwards. And I think it's strongly because of the 5G towers, because of the radiation that comes out of it. I always like feel like, ugh, after like, that's why I don't like going to the city no more. 111. Oh, it's 211 here. They have folks doing it all over. Moldavite is said to be a part of a meteorite that landed in Russia. Yeah, I have a Moldavite necklace. When I first wore it, the first 2 days, it made me sleepy a lot, but it doesn't affect me in any way at all. I like it. Moldavite makes me excited. It makes me feel energetic. I can't find a trustworthy Organite source. Casey, I would really look for people that sell it privately. Like some people, Etsy usually has good people there because they know like if they sell fake shit, like they'll get bad reviews. And you know, you always know if a crystal's real because it'll either get really cold when it's in a cold area, and it's like natural rocks, right? If you have a rock next to you and it's hot, that rock's gonna get hot. If you have it in the cold, it's gonna get cold. Natural, you know. Oh, the 19th, they're supposed to set the 5G off all over some shit. The 19th, okay. Well, they're saying that there's gonna be those 3 days of darkness, so maybe that's what's gonna happen. You know, like Atlantis. This is what I'm saying. You know how they say there's nothing new under the sun, right? Like Mark Zuckerberg, bird. I always call him a bird. Mark Zuckerberg, he's trying to get like too ambitious with like creating Tesla too. He's going too fast with they're saying, and now they're creating like flying cars and all that they're going too quick with it. And this is what happened in the age of Atlantis. In the age of Atlantis, in the time of Atlantis, where I was alive in Lemuria and ancient Sumeria, I was alive during these times because I was killed underwater. I was definitely a part of Atlantis. I even saw myself in a dream in a spaceship. We were underwater, and I remember seeing these big things come from the sky, like, and they just destroyed everything. And in ancient Atlantis, they started to they wanted to make power and electricity come from one source, and they got too ambitious, and then the whole thing just people died quick. Atlantis went underwater just like that. You know what I'm saying? Zuckerberg, dude, he is reincarnated 100%. I watched a channeler. He's some Indian guy, and he like starts channeling. He lays down channels, and every time I hear about him, it's always the same thing, that he has a station. They say that he has a station on the moon where he like they're running shit and he's just like their little puppet here on Earth. You know what I mean? Metropolitans are crazy, and right now crime is all the way up due to this mask. Metropolitans? Same, I'm moving. I only found another place in Metropolitan City, and I'm petrified of water, and I don't know why. Carrie, because you probably the same thing as me, died in water. Matthias the Stephanos Atlantis knowledge blew my mind. Yes, yep. He remembers all of his past lives. Water flooded 6 miles. I've been watching him for like 7 years now. The whole world was underwater. I don't know. I had a dream that New York City went underwater, and I'm still trying to figure out, was that a prophecy I had, or is that just because I saw everybody underwater? And guess what? In the dream, I screamed out, "And Robin, move!" And my aunt lives in Staten Island, so I feel like the shores of like New York City and the West Coast, something just doesn't sound right about it. I want to get the fuck out of New York. I want to go somewhere. So in the Georgia Guidestones, okay, the Georgia Guidestones, the Rosicrucians believe that they made a map, and like the red parts were going to be the not so safe parts, the green parts were the safe parts, and they said that where the Georgia Guidestones were built, that's one of the places where it will survive. Like if everything goes underwater around it, that part of Georgia is where people will survive. Okay. All right, Lala. Are you getting the link? Is that what you're doing? I heard the coastlines will move back if poles flip. That's what I think. I don't know. Something like that is gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But I just pray that, we're all safe and our children are safe and all that. Yeah, like huge cities, Newark, New Jersey. Yeah, I'm like an hour away from those places, upstate New York. Yeah. I've heard so many conspiracy theories that hard to say what's real, but at this point, I don't rule anything out. I don't either, but I also don't think about it all day because guess what? Like, I'm not gonna live my life in fear, but I also feel like if our spirit guides want us to, like, listen, here's the thing: if we're supposed to survive something and we're supposed to make it, I think we'll be warned, right? And if we're supposed to die, we're supposed to die. There's nothing we can do about it. What are we gonna do? I just don't want to drown to death, and I definitely don't want my daughter to go through something like that. Yeah, I know. Canada is it's what's happening there. It's like I hope they don't start becoming like Australia. That shit is fucked. They're fucked. Fuck, my feet and hands are swollen. I know it's gonna snow tomorrow because my feet and hands are so swollen right now. Yeah, if you think about it too much, you're gonna just sit here. What are you gonna do? Fucking be scared your whole fucking life? Because I know me. I get paranoid and I start going deep into my back. It's so itchy. Oh, I can't catch the spot, you motherfucker. Oh, I got it. Oh, I felt it. That's one of the things about being single. I can't just be like, babe, come wash my back. Babe, come scratch my back. I have to like fucking just figure out how to do it. Jersey ain't it. Been trying to get out of here. Yeah, Jersey scares me. It says Zuckerberg's role in Atlantis. Oops, something went wrong. Oh, did I cancel it, Waxer? Oh, maybe. I will. All right, guys, I'm tired. I'm gonna get some rest. I hope you guys get rest too. And yeah, and if you look at what he's doing on Facebook right now, you guys, then follow that rabbit flow. You know I will, Lala. Come on now. I'm gonna go look at it now. I'm gonna lay down and watch it. I already know that motherfucker is. When I look into his cold, soulless eyes, boy, that guy gives me the heebie-jeebies. He like creeps me out in a weird, unconventional, and not in a good way. Like sometimes I like to get creeped out, but that motherfucker creeped me out in a weird way, bro. He's a very weird person. Just the way he looks, like he always looks like he's up to something. There's an interview with him. He's sitting on the chair, and the lady's like, "Take off your jacket really quick." And he does, and he's got the pyramid, the Eye of Horus, the Illuminati symbol on it. Mm-hmm. I will. You need to watch this. Look, if you guys have time, just watch this. It's a 7-part. The knowledge of forever time. Go look at that now. And this guy died giving this message. They literally snuck into his house and were shooting him with cancer cells at night so he could die of like natural causes. And he died giving this message. You need to watch it. It's called The Knowledge of Forever Time. Watch that. Watch it from episode 1 until on. You're gonna learn a lot about ISIS and the pyramids and all this stuff. And he got killed telling everybody that story. He'll tell you. He kept doing this video over and over. They kept deleting it. He got footage of people coming in his house, out of his house while he was sleeping. Shit is crazy. Change the name. He's trying to change the name. Yeah, he already did train. You know why he changed it to Meta? The metaverse. He's going to try to create an alternate reality where you could sit at home and just live life through a fucking monitor and a screen where people won't even be living real life anymore. Good night, Sharon Bomb. He's from the Cabal, the OG Cabal. Yeah, I know. Why am I getting pinched right now? Like on my leg. See how all these people earn so much money, but don't do anything what they really doing. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This is you gotta pay attention to shit like this, and like don't be afraid of it. Don't ever fear it. But you gotta pay attention, and know thyself and know what's going on. Be aware, but never fear shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's what he's trying to turn Facebook into, a place where people could sit there with their fucking eye goggles on all day long. Like right now, like it's almost like they're getting us used to quarantining and staying at home. And we're just gonna be like blobs on a couch. And I'm not doing that shit. But people will. Those nerdy motherfuckers that he's talking to, people like him that get no pussy, they're gonna love that shit. Mm-hmm. Exactly. All right, guys, I love you. Faith over fear all day long. I love you guys. Go get some rest. I'm going to get some rest. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Snoop Dogg bought a lot of shares into that. Oh, boy, Snoop. You one of them, ain't you? That motherfucker is definitely one of those. He is actually a dog. Like, he looks like a dog. They think humans are stupid. Yeah. And here's what the funny thing is. I feel like they know some of us like are not human. And when we start to talk about it, they get us like eliminated right away because they have been all the time. Yeah. Enough love, 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 love. Love you guys. It was fun hanging out with you. I'll do this again every night. Let's fucking hang out for a while and just talk shit. Love and light to you all. I love you all so much. Have a great night, okay? Bye, guys. See you later.